overwhelmed with the whole show of it all and just
Yeah,
they're in the pods for so long and then they're in this honeymoon stage and then they get back to reality and I think everything comes crashing down and then you start thinking I don't want to make I don't want to make a fool of myself and things like that, so I think she wants to hold on.
yeah.
I don't think they're going to get married, I think, and
No, not at all.
that's the reason why they won't get married.
I think she's infatuated by him. I think he's a very charming man, boy, actually. I don't
Boy.
think I think he thinks he's a man, but he's just another boy. Um, but I think she's just very infatuated by him. He's very charming, he's very sweet. Like I can understand why she likes him and why she wants him to like her. He's a great guy. I like, you know, it's just I don't like that judgmental, morally superior vibe. And that's like, a lot of the progressiveness is like I'm progressive until it comes to your opinions that are
Yeah.
not like mine. So that's not okay, which is why I have a whole issue with the woke and the progressiveness of it. It's just, he was so condescending to her. It was just so cringy and terrible. You're not better than her because you think XYZ. You're not better than anyone. You're actually even worse because, and I mean, they had a lot of conversations where they were going on and on about how, what do they call them? Republicans? Yeah, the Republicans and Democrats, right? In America.
Yeah.
So they were going on and on about how the Republicans are this and that, and they think they're so much better than everyone, and they think they're so whatever. But that's exactly what you're doing. You
Exactly.
think you're so much better. And so I don't know, the whole situation is just, I think she's
And
shrinking herself to try and fit into
yeah, she
his
is. And
mold.
I think her friends and her mum, they will get through to her off camera.
Yeah, I loved his mum's not bullshit. She reminded me a lot of like Israeli people. We're like that. We're not like we don't take shit. We're like very straight to the point. That's why a lot of times I think the way I talk triggers a lot of woke people because I just don't. I grew up in a non-bullshit mindset, not politically correct at all. I say what I think and I say things as they are, and it just, you know, it triggers. And I think that's sort of, you know, what his mum was doing there. And what
Her
her
mum.
mum was doing.
Yeah.
She was just not taking any of his bullshit.
No, no,
And she could tell.
I
You can look at him. You can look at him and see, oh my God, he's so woke.
he's so full of shit. And
He's so full of shit.
what
And he thinks he knows shit, but he doesn't. And you know what? Oh my
what
God.
pissed me off the most, really pissed me off the most, is the fact that they talked about birth control
Oh my God.
and he was like, he didn't say it clearly, but he was not going to be using a condom.
No.
And I was like, you don't go there. Like, don't go there. It's like if you're the one that doesn't want kids, why is she the one that needs to, why is it so obvious that she needs to be the one to go on
Yeah.
contraceptives? And if you don't want to be, bothered by a condom, she's going to have to take hormones or use the coil or things like that, which, hormones are hard to deal with and the coil is painful and things like why she's obviously saying that condom sex doesn't bother her. Why is she the one going to have to put up with the pain? And I'm just that
Yeah.
there was a similar conversation last season and the season before. I can't remember in which couples where the men are like, "Oh yeah, we need to talk about birth control, but I don't really want to be using a condom, and and therefore we can't really do anything else because I'm not going to be doing
Yeah.
these innovative male contraceptives." And it really pissed me off. It really
Yeah.
pissed me off.
Well, most men don't want to use condoms. On the one hand, I can understand because I don't enjoy condom sex either. It makes a huge difference to me, but it's the way things were said and portrayed. Like he was being very, again, he's very condescending. He thinks he's, I don't know, I feel like he thinks he's better than everyone else. But I don't know, it's just like the way, yeah, you enjoy sex with a condom. Well, I don't know. Like it was just like the whole thing was just awkward
Ick.
and weird. And it's like, talk about it, have a discussion, see what you could do then. If you don't want condoms, then come up with another idea. It's just,
Look into it. Like
yeah.
we personally, JT and I went on this journey when we first got together, where
Mhm.
we talked about different types of contraceptives, and there are so many
We
that,
should
and
have an episode about it.
yeah, we should have an episode about it. They're like there are so many, whether it's male or female types of things, and I'm not a medical professional, so I'm not qualified to kind of talk at length about what we chose. But basically, we chose me following my cycle,
Hmm.
which we can like. Well, we should make an episode about all of this, which basically means part of the month we use a condom, and the rest of the month we don't use a condom. Which I mean, which works really
Which
well
clearly
for.
didn't work.
No, it did work.
No, but you're pregnant.
Yeah, but because we decided to
No, I'm joking.
stop. No, 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 yeah, yeah.
No, I was
The
joking.
reason. Oh, okay, fine. But I mean, fair enough. But just to make it clear for the listeners, like the reason I'm pregnant, and because then we, I see what you mean. But we just
Sorry, I don't know
decided.
if that was like.
No, 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 it's fine. It's just it's now reaching my very pregnant mind that was like, but you're pregnant now. Yeah, it was a choice. We talked about it, and we kind of took, we stopped following my cycle. Um, and anyway, so that's how we got into it. And but yeah, condom, and we enjoy condom sex. Like it's, I mean, the
I mean,
reason
to
why
each their
we
own. You just have to have discussions about it.
yeah, discussions about it. And when it comes to condom sex, which is the safest sex there is, when
Is
you
it?
know, yeah, it is because if you use hormones or things like that, unless you are doing it like exactly the way that it should, i.e., the pill, um, if you're doing it, if you're not taking your pill like exactly 24 hours apart from each other,
Mm.
then it goes from a 99% of efficiency to like a 95% of efficiency.
Yeah.
They say, and so many women just like forget or take it a couple of hours, and it has to be like 24 hours on the dot for it to be the highest efficiency. And they say, like doctors say,
Yeah, but
that's
I don't
not
know.
the way it's done, which is fine,
Yeah.
which is fine. Whereas condoms, it's just, it's on, it's on.
Yeah. We should have a discussion about this because we
We
also
should
just
have
had
it.
to talk about the whole thing and yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
but we're
so
digressing.
Ramses pisses me off that he is
Ah,
so, so modern and open-minded and modern man and,
but he's
feminist and
not
all of this.
open. That's what annoys me. Sorry, it just irks me. It just irks me that these people who think they're open-minded, but as soon as you have different opinions, then it's not okay.
Yeah, and as soon as that they're open-minded on the topics that don't really concern them, and as soon
Yeah.
as it concerns their comfort, then they're just like, oh no, let's go to the thing that suits me best.
Yeah.
Very annoying. So yeah, so I think they're not going to
Yeah.
get married. I don't know.
Nope.
And because not because of the contraceptive conversation, even though I would like for it to be a reason, but because of the military conversation.
Yeah, that is sort of indicative to me to how he's going to treat her on other topics as well. It's like as soon as she doesn't agree with him on something, he's going to manipulate her into thinking she's a bad person because she thinks this way or she's like that. And it's just going to show up. And it's such a huge red flag, in my opinion, when someone tries to make you feel bad for who you are, the way you think, and makes you feel like a bad person for it or for something you did, then it's just going to
Yeah,
keep happening and he's going to be very emotionally abusive.
I agree. Speaking
Yeah.
speaking of emotional
And
abuse
he needs to educate himself about the military
and
and other
contraceptives.
things. And that, yes.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, follow, subscribe.
Subscribe
Well, follow and
wherever
subscribe
you
is the same.
are.
Share, whatever. And
Yeah.
yeah, share your thoughts. And by the time all of these episodes we would have posted them, then I think Love is Blind will be over. Or maybe we'll be due for a reunion episode. So let's just see how it all
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.